Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Electronic Harassment Parent Coalition of Palm Springs, California, where I'm not Lisa, but somebody is. Anyways, my name's Kevin Bond, and I am the host of the show. I'm also the owner, along with my partner, Christopher Monty, and I just wanted to let everybody know that I have just spent 3 full days of absolute mayhem at the hands of our little Lisa, or Lori, whichever you want to call her, because we have emails that show that that's the name that she uses. Anyways, so in the vein of trying to keep it straight so that she doesn't go flying off the handle again, let's go into today's postings. All right. First of all, after you go through 3 days of being absolutely threatened, terrorized, and all I can say is it's like, since she knows everything that's been happening to me in my entire life, she tries to go back through my history to try to come up with some kind of controversy with fraternity brothers, with old girlfriends, with people that I knew from the court, with people that I know in Palm Springs. But of course, as we all know, the person that was told to me was Lisa, says she doesn't know any of me, doesn't know anything about me, doesn't know a single thing, nothing. Well, there's a few things that she can't really deny. And, you know, one thing that I noticed when I was glancing at that petition that is such crap for workplace violence, first thing everybody should know is she refers to a recording that was made by her sister, she says, and the recording doesn't play. And the reason that it doesn't play is because it doesn't say anything that she says it does, because it's a lie. So the first thing that they rely on is, you know, this recording that she gives her account of, but doesn't play. So I know for a fact that I didn't say any of the things that she says I did, but the recording doesn't play. So if there's no recording, there should be no restraining order, and there should be no warrant. First of all, I wanted to make sure that everybody understands something. I never called the city of La Quinta for anything. How could I? I wouldn't even have known that was where this person works. I still don't know that that's where this person works. In fact, the lead that I had, Sergeant Anderson, was that she doesn't work anywhere. That's what was told to me. So it was kind of a surprise to have this restraining order served at my sister's house, my parents' house, with all the details about me: age, height, weight, eye color. Kind of sounds like somebody has a copy of my stolen driver's license, doesn't it? Because according to this petitioner, she doesn't know anything about me, but she knows where my sister lives. She knows where my parents live. She knew the addresses. And those are 2 places that have been robbed. My car keys stolen, money stolen out of my sister's house, mail stolen from my parents' house, and this hasn't happened in 46 years. This is a small town. People don't do stuff like that here. But there's one person that knows where all those places are, and she gives her name. Second of all, I want to make sure that, you know, you understand, how in the world can she give such a great description of me when she hasn't seen me in 30 years? People change. You know, I don't weigh 150 pounds. I'm 215. And that would also lend to the fact that she has an old copy of my driver's license that has been lost for a long time. Anyways, I wanted to make sure that everybody understands a few things about this whole situation. I never thought about this girl the entire time that I lived away from Palm Springs. Never once. Never once. It was only after a girl came into my sober living home and stole things out of my place that this person even came up. Someone, and I hear Lisa talk about it all the time, stole everything that I owned. My clothing, my furniture, my computers, my CDs, everything. And so there's only one woman that says that I'm obsessed with her, but see, I'm not. The problem remains, I had a crime committed against me and I have a right to know who did it. I'm also a police informant, because if I wasn't one, don't you think the police would say he's no police informant? I'm not lying. I don't have to. See, I don't lie. But somebody's lying, and I'll tell you why somebody's lying. Somebody's lying because someone has something to hide. That's why people lie. And I want to make sure that everybody understands something. Just because, if you look at the blog header today, you say your name is Mona Lisa, doesn't mean you are the Mona Lisa. Just because you say that your name is Mona Lisa, it doesn't mean that every Mona Lisa is you. And I want people to understand that when someone tells me that I'm obsessed with them, that I can't stand, I'm not going to put up with it. I may be a man, but I'm not a mouse. And I don't really care for anybody to think that I would ever be violent towards anyone when I, in fact, never tried to contact this person. Never. Ever. All I tried to do was to eliminate her as the person that was told to me was Lisa. Something that I want people to understand too is that now I have a warrant out for my arrest for something that stems from that workplace violence restraining order. First of all, the tape doesn't play, so there's no evidence, and they shouldn't have had a hearing, so that shouldn't have happened because it was stayed federally. But in addition to all of that, I never told the police officer that took the reports that I was an informant. I didn't tell him that I had a witness that would come in to meet with me to court to say that he knew she was Lisa, Jonathan Mendenhall. I didn't tell her attorney anything about me. I let her tell me what this woman told her. And that is how you interview without setting up an interview. And that's what an informant does. So then, of course, this deputy Feibig, who obviously doesn't have the full story and certainly has not heard a recording of this conversation that he swears is the truth, goes to Eileen Alvarez, an assistant district attorney in Riverside, and says that this is the truth. Well, how can you swear to that when you've never ever heard it? It's impossible. And I'll tell you something, my team knows exactly what was said, and we're going to show people transcripts of what was said, so we're going to prove that what was said was a lie. Now, I want to be very clear. I'm an informant. This person that I said I was looking to eliminate as a suspect is not somebody I like. But 30 years has passed, and the story that she gives is that for 30 years she doesn't know anything about me, although she has lots of details about me, calls my sister on the telephone, obviously contacts my best friend in support of this affidavit, and says that she had a 4-year relationship with Sergeant Anderson, my police contact. That's who I'm an informant for, so whether he'll tell you that or not, it's the truth. Okay? Because Christopher Monty went in with me. There's no way he can deny it. We also have tapes of that conversation too, because I wear a wire. But what I really want everybody to understand is this. I will not look like I'm the person that's obsessed with anybody. I would much rather this be finished than have to deal with it another day. I would rather never hear this person's name ever again in my life. I never wanted to in the first place. I don't really talk about her. I don't really say much about her to people. I don't go out of my way to find her, even though I could. And I don't want to see her. I know her to be an ambush artist. I know from my high school experience that she likes to ambush people. I know from conversations with her cousins that she likes to ambush them too. And probably her family as well. My opinion is this. Something bad is going to happen to me if somebody doesn't start protecting me from that police department. Because the message you're sending to her is that it's okay to do all of these things without getting punished. My team's not happy. I'm not happy about it. But what I really want everybody to understand is if you police officers honestly think that we spent all this time not knowing that she's telling you all these things about my life, and then she goes and files something that says she doesn't know me, and you think that we're not going to be upset about that, we're going to be really kind of mad. Because my boyfriend went to jail for a year because of that damn restraining order. And I want to make sure that everybody understands one more thing. He and I seek a peaceful solution to this problem. I promised his mom that I would do my very best for him, and that's what I'm doing. So I just want everybody to understand, when you're reading today's postings, you have to understand that this woman will take everything out of context. But I want you to hear my voice and see my mannerisms. I pose no threat to her. I'm the one that got shot at. I'm the one that got raped. I'm the one that got followed to Sedona. And I'm the one that continued to get arrested for no reason because somebody kept calling. So I want everybody to understand that I am the victim here, not her. She's never been the victim, but she wants to pretend that she is one. Lots of criminals think that they're the victim after they've been caught. It's not my fault. I'm an informant, and that's what I do. You guys have a good night, Christopher. I love you. Hang in there. 3 days of hell at home caused me to start recording this message the way I did, because I won't get pushed around like that little kid in high school was. That was a long time ago. Have a good night.